How lucky are we? How lucky are we? You know, I've been pounding this table, this one right here, with anybody who's been on Curb Your Enthusiasm or associated with it, saying, can we get it back? Last time we chatted with this gentleman, this lovely gentleman, he gave the odds or percentages of a return of Curb at 51%. It's now 100%. As HBO announced, season 9 is going to happen, and that means this man's in it. Jeff Garlin back here on the Rich Eisen Show. How are you, Jeffrey?
I'm wonderful, except my voice is a little thin today, but...
What happened? What happened?
I wanted to say something about a vagina, but...
It's okay.
Yeah, no, I said to say my vagina aches, and it goes up to my throat.
But other than that, are you okay? Everything's
great.
fine?
No, just from overuse, that's all.
So when did you get the call from LD? When did this happen?
My voice from overuse. I just realized what I had said before.
It's just all good, Jeff. I love all of it. There's none of it I don't like. When did you get the call from LD? When did that happen?
Well, I knew it might. I mean, the actual call was what's today?
Today's Wednesday.
Okay, So maybe Friday or Monday.
Wow.
Saying it's 100%. And no, it was last week. It was Friday.
Okay, got that call, and then what did you think when you got that call, Jeff?
I thought, this is great.
I
mean, I don't know what else I could have thought.
I know.
I mean, I'm doing the Goldberg still.
Of course.
But
you got your Netflix thing coming up, too. I mean, you're a busy man.
I made a movie for Netflix. I started editing today, as a matter of fact.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. But, you know, it's very exciting. It's a dream job. And all I do all day at work is laugh. We take the work very seriously, but we laugh all day long.
So what's the details are sparse right now. What can you tell me? When does this thing go?
We're going to start filming in the new year.
Okay.
Like probably January, maybe February. And then, finish sometime in the spring. And then I don't know when HBO will put it out. If they'll put it out either for the summer or in the fall.
Did you have to clear part of your schedule to do this? Because, again, you are a busy man. You've got many jobs, many hats. Did you have to?
Yes, I have to clear certain things and then work. At the beginning, I'm going to have to work around filming both the Goldbergs and Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Because you've told me that there's a clause in Goldbergs, right? That
that I can still do Curb Your Enthusiasm, most definitely. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done the Goldbergs.
Yeah, we had J.B. Smoove in studio here last week, and he said Larry called him 2 weeks ago, and he brought it up for the first time, so he started getting an inkling that this might actually be happening.
Yeah. Well, I've known for a while that this was a big ball of might, and the might looked strong, and then, it's pretty great. And you know what? Yesterday... I was getting calls from Chicago. Is Joe Madden still going to be on the show?
Right.
Because I promised Joe that if we come back, I'd get him on. Well, I'm going to get him on, of course.
Well, he spoke about it. Did you know that?
No.
Here, let's play it for him. Here's Joe Madden. They brought it up to Joe Madden before last night's Cubs game. Here it is. Take a listen, Jeff.
I haven't seen Jeff in a while, Garlin, so we haven't communicated, but we're all happy that it's coming back. It's still the best. It's absolutely the best.
He was on the radio today, and he said, you're invited. He said he's going to make it happen.
Okay, if he said he's going to make it happen, then we'll make it happen.
You're in.
Of course. I just don't mean the schedule.
Time in your schedule? No, they said it's January, February for shooting.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Did you play yourself, then?
I want to play Larry David. Or I'll play Bernie Sanders, one of the two.
That's Joe Madden. That's your manager right there, Jeff.
Yeah, no, boy, I love that guy. I'd love to be best friends with him. But that would ruin things for you and I, Rich.
No, listen, there's enough room, Jeff. There's enough room in my heart. I know there's enough in yours for Madden. And plus, they're 25 over right now, Jeff.
No, it's such a big bowl of ridiculous. That I don't know what to say. Well, you know this flat out, and any Cub fan knows this. Any baseball fan knows this. This is not something I'm used to.
Well, Pete Rose said that he thinks that the Cubs are going to wind up screwing it up somehow.
Okay.
That's what he said. He did say that, by the way, Jeff.
I know that. And by the way, that here's what Joe Madden brings. The feeling that they're not going to screw it up. However, in all sports, they have too many playoffs. So all it takes is one team getting a little bit cold and another team getting crazy hot. And that could happen. But they're not going to screw it up. Mm-hmm. That's what I say.
Well, I think so, too. Well, when you got Arrieta and Lester and Lackey, I mean, the pitching is all that really matters when it comes down to it. And you've got enough hitters. They're coming out of Iowa still, one after another. It's kind of crazy.
It's kind of crazy. No, they have that deep farm system. No, it's quite ridiculous. I don't know what to say.
So now, do you think that I'm with Jeff Garlin here on the Rich Eisen Show? Do you think?
Rich?
Yes, sir.
You're with Jeff Garlin here on your show.
Would you like to reset yourself for the radio audience?
Yeah, that's what I just did.
Yeah, you just did. Fantastic. Yeah. Now, will there be an issue with LD wanting maybe Joe Girardi if there's a manager, do you think?
No, not at all. He loves Joe Madden, and it's not like we're rushing to get managers on. I happened to open my big mouth and promise Joe, thinking it was a long shot. But that being said, I love Joe, and I said it, and I'm going to make it happen.
Well, you know, Jeff, people are going to be. You're a perfect example, right? You've got a lot going on. Again, you got Handsome, right? Your Netflix film that you're editing.
Yep.
You've got the Goldbergs, which is on fire.
Yep.
And you are going to drop everything to do this show.
Yes.
And people are going to line up around the corner to do cameos on this show. You're going to have the pick of whatever choice you want.
Well, we've actually had that for a while in Hollywood. Mm-hmm. You know, but in terms of people like Joe Madden, I think it's hilarious. But, you know, here's the thing that's kind of amazing. With Netflix, with HBO Go, or whatever they call HBO now, they have it both, two different apps. The point being is so many people have now seen Curb that we're way more popular than we ever were. And so the idea we're coming back, suddenly it feels like I'm on Game of Thrones.
in the House Green or House Garlin, whatever you want to call it. I love it,
I'm in the House Green, but I'm always in the House David. And for that matter, I'm in the House Madden and the House Eisen.
I love it. Jeff, I thank you for calling in, and this is the greatest. I couldn't be happier that you're doing this thing.
I'm going to tell you something that you're going to love.
Okay.
I found out about the announcement from you.
How do you mean?
You texted me and said, "This is so great."
Yeah, that's right.
And I went, all right, I guess they announced it.
No kidding.
I went to, Deadline and Hollywood Reporter, all that, and I'm like, oh, excuse me.
It's okay. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah.
But, and there it was, and I laughed that way I found out was for you. You're so on top of the news, you let the newsmakers know that they're making news.
Jeff, I have something else to tell you about your life.
Yeah.
No, I don't have anything else.
Oh, okay.
But you believed it. You thought it right there.
Yeah, no, I knew. As soon as because he had told me not to say anything, you know.
But I know this is probably like Fight Club here. And,
yeah, it is. It can be with him.
You know.
Oh boy.
Exactly.
Oh, my God.
That's why it was kept completely quiet. But so to wrap up, starting in the new year, you're gonna get in front of the camera.
Yep.
And then hopefully some point next year in 2017, we get season 9 in front of us on HBO.
You get season 9. You get the Goldbergs.
That's right.
You get this movie I just made, which is kind of like Columbo, called Handsome.
Okay.
So,
and you're obviously the handsome one, right, Jeff?
Yes, I am. I play Gene Handsome, a homicide detective. And you know who the murderer is in the first opening scene.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, just like Columbo.
Okay. Oh, that's right. And you just got to figure it out, that you're figuring it out. I like it.
Yeah.
Jeff, thanks for calling in, bud.
All right, enjoy your good looks. I'll talk to you later.
You bet. That's Jeff Garlin. Back on Curb Your Enthusiasm at a television near you shortly.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.